The Power of Mother's Love. This story is a little long but well worth the time to read. It perfectly illustrates not only the amazing power of love, but also the truly inspiring power of touch. When doctors told Carolina Spister that her tiny premature daughter would die within 20 minutes, she had to prepare herself for the worst. Tiny Rachel had just been born minutes before, weighing just 1.4 pounds, 0.6 for kilograms, and her heart was only beating once every 10 seconds. But Mrs. Spister was determined to have just one cuddle with her daughter and to savor the one precious moment she had. So she picked up tiny Rachel and cuddled her close. And it was a cuddle that has amazed doctors by saving the baby's life. The warmth of her mother's skin actually kickstarted Rachel's heart into beating properly, which allowed her to take tiny breaths of her own. For months later, the baby, who was so tiny that the doctors gave up on her life, has been allowed home, thanks to that precious life-saving cuddle from her mother. Mrs. Spister, 36, from West Lothian, said, "Rachel has been such a little fighter. It is a miracle that she is here at all. When she was born, the doctors told us that she would die within 20 minutes because her heart wasn't beating properly and she wasn't breathing. But that one precious cuddle saved her life. I'll never forget it." Mrs. Spister, a chemist, and her partner David Elliott, 35, an electronic engineer, were thrilled when she fell pregnant. At the 20-week scan at the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary, doctors told them that she was carrying a girl and they decided to name her Rachel. But at 24 weeks, Mrs. Spister went into premature labor after she developed an infection in her womb. Mrs. Spister, who also has two children, Samuel, 10, and Kirsten, 8, from a previous marriage, said, "We were just terrified we were going to lose her. I had been bleeding throughout the pregnancy and had suffered 3 miscarriages before falling pregnant with Rachel, so we really didn't think there was much hope." When Rachel was born, weighing 1.4 pounds, doctors told the couple that their daughter would only live for 20 minutes. She wasn't breathing and she was grey and lifeless. Her heart was only beating once every 10 seconds. Mrs. Spister said, "The doctor just took one look at her and said no. They didn't even try to help her with her breathing, as they said it would just prolong her dying. Everyone just gave up on her." The doctors told the couple to say their goodbyes to their daughter, but Mrs. Spister decided that she would give her daughter the only cuddle she would ever have. So she lifted her out of her hospital blanket and placed her on her chest with skin-to-skin contact. She said, "I didn't want her die being cold, so I lifted her out of her blanket and put against my skin to warm her up. Her feet were so cold. It was the only cuddle I was going to have with her, so I wanted to remember the moment." Please share this video